was it really worth it? Number one, 20 years from now, all I did was really worth it. Number two, did it really count for something? Did it really count for something? Not just something, temporal.
All right. Good day, Mr. Baruch. Such a pleasure to have you on the Value Series, and thank you so much for making all the time to be with us. It's such a pleasure, and I'm pleased to have you. So Baruch is a music minister and a songwriter, and an artist, and I'm really pleased by the songs that you produce. But then I'd like to ask the questions like I've told you before now. If you were taking 20 years into the future to meet yourself 20 years from now, achieving the things that you would have desired to achieve, what question will you ask that person?
Okay. For me, since my life revolves around music, training people musicians to be balanced with excellence and spirituality of music, using the kingdom principles to really establish the kingdom of God in the entertainment sphere of influence. The questions I will ask myself is, was it really worth it? Number one, 20 years from now, all I did was really worth it. Number two, did it really count for something? Did it really count for something? Not just something, temporal, something eternal, something that will stand for me when I transit to the other side of life. So I think these are the basic two questions I'll ask myself 20 years from now.
Wow. Okay. So was it worth it? And did it count something? That's profound. And so if you have this information, what do you think you would do with it?
Well, having this information now, was it worth it? Will it count for something? Coming back to my present self, if I know that what I'm doing is going to be worth it and it's going to count for something, well, basically, I'll give my whole life an essence to it, my whole being, avoiding the distractions, not minding the many hurdles that will come my way, no support, no money, whatever it is. I'll make sure I'm focused. I'll make sure I give my whole life, my whole being into what I'm doing. I think that's basically what I will do.
Wow, interesting. And in the course of doing this, and I know you've talked about the distractions that come to young people now, and of course all of us who are young. I'd like to ask, because some people might say, why should I choose a path of value? Why should I use my talent in music? Why shouldn't I just keep it to myself? So what are the few reasons why you decided to become a person of value, or that made you, choose this path?
Okay, why should I choose a path of value? For me, living a life without value will count for nothing at the end. There will be posterity will not be on your side. When you get old tomorrow and you're all weak and everything, there is nobody you've impacted into. Nobody's life was changed because of you. Nobody lived right because of you. Nobody was helped because of you. Well, that wouldn't be a good testimony at old age, And so for me, while every young person should choose a path of value, posterity will speak. You will be helping a generation to live right. You'll be helping a generation, save time, save them from many mistakes. And when you help a generation, you are helping the next generation as well. Because when you help a generation, they will help the next generation. So your impact lives beyond you. You understand? So I think for me, this is why every young person should choose a path of value, and more importantly, doing it for the kingdom of God, because for me that's so important. It's part of my values. The kingdom of God must be established because there's an agenda. So I feel I choose a part of value so that a lot of young people out there will be able to partner with God in fulfilling, God's heart desires for our generation. So I think
that's interesting. Thank you so much. And I know you told me about the joy to see other young people succeed. So it's not just about yourself, it's also
Yes,
about helping other young people succeed. Thank you so much for being with us today. And I'd like you to tell us, I mean, I know you've released some songs, just you could mention the name of those songs, and it'll be a good thing to help people to be able to.
I'm so honored, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, my first song was released in 2018. That was the title is "From My Heart." I featured my leader, my mentor, my man of God, Minister GUC, on that project, "From My Heart," featuring Minister GUC. Then my second song was released just this year, last month in June, titled "Trust." Trust. That is the title of that song by Baruch Okeoghene. So you can check online anywhere. I think it will be a blessing to you.
All right, thank you so much, and I can assure you, and I know that it's been a blessing to as many people, and I've listened to your songs. Thank you so much for being with us, and I really do appreciate your time, and thanks a lot for that.
Thank you so much. I'm really grateful, Uncle Caleb. Thank you so much. Good to hear from you again. God bless you so much, sir.